Unlock the 7 mind-melting psychological triggers that drive men crazy with desire. Secrets that could change your love life forever.
You've probably heard a million times, right? Youth is everything when it comes to attraction.
Yeah, that old story.
Well, today we're diving into some material that basically says after age 35, forget that. It argues the whole game changes.
It really flips the script. Society pushes this idea that women lose their power as they get older, like they have to compete with younger women.
Right, this losing battle.
But the sources we looked at claim maturity unlocks this kind of invisible power. It taps into something different, something that shifts in, well, the mature masculine perspective that youth just can't reach.
Okay, so our goal here is to really unpack that. We came across this story, this anecdote about a 42-year-old woman, and she felt like, her moment had passed, she couldn't compete. And the sources, they actually agree with her on that one point.
They do, but the reason why is the fascinating part. It's not that she's less valuable.
No.
No. It's that she's operating on a totally different level. She can't compete because what she offers is something far more profound, something youth, well, just doesn't have yet.
So what is this power then? It sounds a bit vague, maybe.
It boils down to intention. The sources contrast two ways of connecting. One is touching from, needing validation or security, needing something back.
Okay, like an emptiness you want filled.
Exactly. The other way, the mature power, is touching from fullness.
Yeah.
It comes from self-acceptance, from already feeling whole. And this kind of conscious touch, this presence, that's supposedly what the mature masculine soul is craving, even if he doesn't consciously know it.
Okay. Let's dig into that claim about the male brain changing after 35. Is that just like a nice metaphor? Or is there something actually going on neurologically? Why stop caring so much about the surface stuff?
Well, the claim is actually rooted in some ideas about adaptive neurobiology. It's not just poetry. When you're younger, the brain's reward system is very tuned into novelty, immediate visual excitement. Think high dopamine hits.
Right, the thrill of the new.
Exactly. But as men get older, the nervous system apparently gets kind of worn out by the constant need to perform, the noise, proving worth all the time. It starts actively seeking deep rest, grounding.
So the body's looking for the off switch, not just the on switch.
That's a great way to put it. The brain isn't just chasing that momentary buzz anymore. It's seeking authentic connection, genuine relief, that deep feeling of, okay, I can relax here, I'm seen. And the sources argue that's the shift, that change in what the nervous system itself is looking for. That's where a woman's maturity becomes her biggest advantage, not some kind of liability.
And it seems like this means women have to stop chasing youth, stop trying to be something they're not anymore. The part I found really compelling was the observation that when women embrace who they are now fully present, their whole body language shifts.
It's all about the energy behind it, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you touch from that place of fullness, the other person's nervous system apparently picks up on it. It senses you're not asking for something. You're just offering presence, acceptance. And that lack of demand makes the touch feel safe.
Okay, safety. That feels like a good bridge into these 7 territories the source material lays out. Maps toward vulnerability, you call them. But you also said they aren't seduction tricks, so why do they work?
They work, supposedly, because they target specific points where men tend to hold emotional and physical tension, their armor. And it takes a certain wisdom, that fullness we talked about, to approach these areas without making someone instinctively pull back.
Makes sense. You need trust to get near the armor.
Exactly. So let's look at the first couple, which are about letting go of burdens and masks.
All right, territory number 1, the nape, the back of the neck.
Yes, the nape. Symbolically, think about it, it's where all that invisible weight gathers. The pressure to keep your head high, stay in control, decades of responsibility can kind of settle there physically.
Yeah, I can almost feel that, the junction of mind and body control. So what's the touch here? How does it signal relief?
It has to be without urgency. No agenda, just resting your hand there. The message it sends, non-verbally, is, you can let that go here, just for a moment.
Okay.
And there was this really powerful example in the material. A 50-year-old executive, very controlled guy. During a session, his partner just rested her hand on his nape, and he started crying silently.
Wow.
Yeah. He said later it was the first time in years he felt cared for without feeling like something was expected from him in return. It wasn't about sex. It was just acknowledging his burden.
That really lands it. Okay, so if the nape is about responsibility, what about territory 4, the jawline? You said that's about the mask.
Precisely.
Yeah.
The jawline is like pure emotional armor. It's the visual symbol of keeping it together, that controlled expression, the cultural strongman thing.
Holding it all in.
Right. So a gentle, unhurried caress along that line. It's like offering a truce. It says, non-verbally, you don't need the mask with me right now. And the key insight here is, only a woman who's already found that inner calm, who's taken off her own masks, can really offer that authentically. It's that authenticity that apparently sparks mature desire being seen, not just seduced.
You have to be the vulnerability you're inviting.
Okay.
Now, territory 3, the lower back. This sounds like it could be tricky, maybe ambiguous.
It is fascinating because it really highlights that difference between touching from lack and touching from fullness. Neurologically, that area connects to the sacral nerves,
Okay.
which are tied into our really deep survival instincts, feelings of core security. That's why a touch there can be so powerful. It connects both care and potential excitement.
But wait, how does he know the difference? If someone touches your lower back, isn't it easy to misread? How does maturity, that fullness, come through your fingertips?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The observation in the source material is this. When a younger woman touches there, it's often read as a direct invitation, maybe creating pressure. Okay, what's next?
Right, expectation.
But when a mature woman, operating from that calm, present fullness, meaning she's not actually fishing for a specific reaction, touches the same spot, it's often interpreted as genuine support, like, I'm here with you.
Ah, okay.
And the paradox is that feeling of authentic, low-pressure care can actually awaken a much deeper, more lasting desire than the obvious come on. It kind of bypasses the performance anxiety.
The clarity of intent just changes the whole signal.
Got it. Okay, let's move to the territories that seem more about intimacy and life force. Territory 2, the pulse.
Yeah, this one's described as maybe the most honest conversation two bodies can have without words. The pulse point, like on the wrist. And it's a direct window to the heartbeat, right? The rhythm of life itself.
True.
The touch here isn't about gripping nervously. It's more of a casual, aware brush. Maybe your hands are resting near each other, and your fingers just find that vital rhythm.
And what does feeling that rhythm do? The idea is it triggers this kind of ancient synchronization. His body, unconsciously, starts to tune into yours. Heartbeats, breathing might align. It creates this silent bubble of shared presence, intimacy beyond judgment.
Wow.
But it requires being okay with silence, doesn't it? Being present without needing to fill the space. That takes maturity.
Definitely. Okay, territory 6, the palm of the hand. You said hands carry life stories.
They really do, don't they? The weight of responsibilities, maybe dreams put on hold. Holding a hand here, from this mature perspective, isn't about desperately needing security from him.
Right.
It's about consciously acknowledging what those hands carry. Maybe tracing the lines of the palm with your thumb, just recognizing the journey, the work, the worries. It's about honoring his history.
So the difference again is intention. Youth might touch the hand seeking protection.
Yes, or reassurance for themselves. Maturity touches offering understanding. I see the weight you carry. It's profoundly validating.
It's that constant theme again. Giving respect, not taking security. Okay, territory 5, the inner thigh. This sounds intense, highly vulnerable area, needs care.
Absolutely. This one requires a real level of comfort and natural closeness, like maybe you're sitting side by side. And crucially, the source stresses it's not done with a direct sexual agenda.
Okay, that seems key.
Because that zone is so instinctively protected, right?
Yeah.
Part of the primal warning system.
So if it is touched naturally, without that demanding energy, what happens?
This is where the sources talk about paradoxical excitation.
Yeah.
Because the mind perceives no threat, no hidden agenda, it stays relaxed. But the body, it can respond really deeply, organically.
Interesting.
The absolute key is the naturalness, that fullness energy. Avoiding any sense of awkwardness or a move being made. If the touch asks for nothing, the body might just respond powerfully on its own.
Mind relaxed, body awake. Got it. Okay, last one. Territory 7, behind the ear. Described as maximum intimacy. Why there?
Well, physically, it's super sensitive. It's linked closely to the vagus nerve.
Ah, the calming nerve. Or exciting one.
Exactly. It can trigger both deep calm and intense excitement. But the real secret here, according to the source, isn't just the touch. It has to be paired with whispering something genuinely perceptive.
Genuine
Like acknowledging something unique about him that maybe others miss. Something about his actual human self, not just a generic compliment or a seductive line. Seeing the person behind the roles.
So you're targeting his core identity, essentially. What's the effect?
The claim is that the male brain, reads that combination, the sensitive touch plus the deep, genuine insight as the absolute peak of intimacy. He feels truly seen, maybe for the first time in years. The real man, not the performer or the provider. It's described as the deepest emotional opening possible through touch.
Wow, that really brings everything together, doesn't it? This whole deep dive seems to circle back to intention over technique. The wisdom you gain after 45 isn't just facts, it's a whole different way of being in relationships.
It's undeniably the core message. Youth often touches to get something. Validation, security, a commitment, maturity, this fullness. Touches to give presence, acceptance, a moment of peace, and that energetic difference. Apparently the nervous system registers it instantly.
So, if mature men aren't just looking for validation or excitement in the same way, what are they seeking according to this?
Deep down, they're looking for someone who brings them peace, someone who allows them to finally stop performing, stop constantly proving them.
To just be.
Exactly, to be accepted, flaws and all. And that acceptance often comes from a woman who has made peace with her own flaws, her own journey, that soul-level connection, that stability.
Yeah.
That's ultimately far more compelling than fleeting visual appeal.
So that wisdom, maybe even the scars that have become wisdom, that's the advantage. It opens doors to connection that, well, youth doesn't even have the keys for yet.
It's not about fighting age.
Right.
It's about leveraging the incredible gift that only time can give, that non-demanding presence.
It really is presented as the ultimate relationship superpower. So, a question for you listening. If this deep dive has maybe shifted your perspective, shown you that your real power might lie in what time has given you that wisdom, presence, self-acceptance, rather than what it's taken away, what's maybe one small thing you could do today to start embracing that?
And think about those 7 territories we discussed. The nape, jawline, lower back, pulse, palm, inner thigh, behind the ear. Which one of those resonated most with you or maybe surprised you the most? We'd genuinely love to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, definitely comment. And hey, if you found this valuable, if you want more deep dives exploring the psychology of connection, how maturity changes the rules, you know what to do. Like this video, subscribe to the channel.
There's so much more fascinating material to explore here.
Absolutely. Because it seems the message is true connection doesn't have an age limit.
Only limits of depth. And hopefully after today, you feel like you have a few more keys to unlock that deeper level.